Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the chapter electrostatics. And in electrostatics, we are going to talk about charges at rest. As the name suggests, electrostatics is made up of two words, electro, meaning electron, that can be related to charge, and statics, that means at rest. So when charges are at rest, we study electrostatics. So electrostatics, we can say, is the study of charges at rest. It's the study of charges at rest. When the charges are moving, we talk about current, electricity, and we talk about the phenomenon of magnetism. Or when the charges are accelerating, we talk about the concept of electromagnetic waves. So before studying electrostatics, before starting with the main topic of forces and electric fields and potential, we will start with the properties of charges. So first thing that we are going to learn about is properties of charges. Everybody knows that there are two types of charges, positive and negative. There are two types of charges, positive and negative. Negative charge means there is an excess electron. Positive charge usually means there is an absence of electrons. We also know that like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. So like charges repel because of the Coulomb's forces. Coulomb's forces is a topic that we'll be studying later. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract each other. We're studying the properties of charge. And after this, defining this, that like charges repel and like charges attract, and there are two types of charges, we have to define basic unit of charge. So basic unit of charge matlab, that is the minimum possible charge in nature. And minimum possible charge in nature is equal to charge on an electron. That is equal to charge on an electron. Basic unit of charge or fundamental unit of charge, that is charge on an electron, written as E. I'll write mod of E because the charge on an electron is negative. So value of mod of E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 Coulomb. So this is the basic unit of charge, and naturally the charges smaller than this are not found in nature. Although you may have heard about the quark theory. Quark theory में E/3 minus E/3 plus minus 2E/3 charges भी होते हैं. But in your syllabus, those charges will not be considered, and these charges do not exist freely. So E is the smallest unit of charge which can exist freely. Achha, if we have defined a fundamental or basic unit of charge, then charge can only occur in multiples of E. Either you can have charge equal to 1 times of E, or 2 times of E, or 3 times of E, or integral multiple of E. So you can hold the only charges possible in nature are like this, are in this form. It will be an integral multiple of E. N belongs to integer. N की value हो सकती है from minus infinity to, you can write like this, minus 2, minus 1, or 0, 1, 2, like this, up to infinity. Only the numbers minus 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that are possible for N. N belongs to an integer. And this property is called fundamental property of quantization of charge. Quantization of charge, quanta का मतलब होता है packets. This quantization words come from the word quanta. Quanta का meaning is packet. So once you have defined a smallest unit of charge, then charges will occur only in multiples of that smallest unit of charge. This fundamental property is called quantization of charge. And once you have defined that there is a fundamental unit of charge and quantization of charge, then another property that comes is the law of conservation of charge. The law of conservation of charge. So law of conservation of charge simply states that the total charge in the universe remains constant. Total charge in the universe remains constant. Or in other way, you can also write this as charge, the net charge of an isolated system remains conserved. Net charge of an isolated system is conserved. अगर कोई एक सिस्टम है जिसमें ना तो चार्ज आ सकता है ना तो बाहर जा सकता है, then you cannot create a net charge. हमेशा पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव के पेयर में ही चार्ज क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. That is why net charge of an isolated system is conserved. Take an example of this law of conservation of charge. Suppose you have a closed system. You have a closed system, and इस system में पहले 3 charges थे A, B और C. So A पे charge है 1 coulomb, B पे charge है 3 coulomb, and C पे जो charge है that is -2 coulomb. And you did some exchange between the charges. This is still an isolated system, so there is no charge going out or inside this isolated system. Isolated means nothing can go in or out. This is the same system. Now, after rearranging the charges, there is redistribution of charge. So let us say charge on A is 2 coulomb, charge on B is 2 coulomb, and you have to find charge on C. So इस पे charge कितना हो जाएगा? We'll just add up the total charges. So यहाँ पे total is 3 plus 4 minus 2. So net charge is equal to 2 coulomb. So यहाँ पे भी net charge should be equal to 2 coulomb. So 2 plus 2, total आना चाहिए 2. So I'll write minus 2 coulomb here. And net charge on this, in this isolated system, after rearrangement, it will be minus 2 coulomb. Okay. So these are the fundamental properties of charges. We'll discuss a few more points on quantization of charge. So जैसे पहले बताया था, charge can always exist in multiples of E. What is Q? Q is the possible charge in nature. Q is the possible charge in nature. So अगर दो bodies हैं A and B, so you can only transfer या तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं या तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं. प्रोटॉन ट्रांसफर करना बहुत ही मुश्किल काम होता है. So we usually transfer electron. But if you try to, let us say, transfer 2.5 electrons, then that won't be possible. So 2.5 electron के corresponding जो charge होगा, that is not possible in nature. 2.5 electron के corresponding कौन सा charge हो जाएगा? E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So this will be 4 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. This charge cannot exist in nature. This charge cannot exist in nature. सिर्फ E के मल्टीपल में ही चार्ज पॉसिबल है नेचर में. Acha, we can do some numericals on this. So let me give you the question. Find which of the following charges are possible in nature. Which of the following charges are possible in nature? Possible in nature. So first one, I'll give you as, let us say the value of Q is given as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 20 coulomb. We have to find if this charge is possible in nature or not. So if we solve this, so Q is equal to NE hona chahiye, and I said should be an, as I said, should be an integer. So N की value should be Q by E, or E आना चाहिए integer. So Q is given as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 20 coulomb divided by charge on electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So this gets cancelled, and here I get 10 raised to minus 1. So N की value is coming as 10 raised to minus 1, that is 0.1, which is not possible in nature. This is not possible. This charge is not possible in nature. 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 20 coulomb, not possible. Let us take another example. Q equals to 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 coulomb. Solve for the value of N. N will be Q by E. So 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 18. Negative power अगर ऊपर जाता है तो positive हो जाता है. Calculation 2, and ये ऊपर जाएगा तो 18 minus 15 हो जाएगा. 10 raised to 18 minus 15. Negative power ऊपर जाता है तो positive हो जाता है. So this will give you 2 into 10 raised to 3. That is 2000. 2000 is possible in nature because 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 coulomb is possible because N is an integer. So this is possible. Taking one more example. What about Q equals to 1 coulomb? Let us calculate the value of N. N आ जाएगा Q by E, 1 coulomb divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So 10 raised to 19 divided by 1.6. इसको ऐसा लिख सकते हैं 16 6 96 4 2 32 5 6.2 into 10 raised to 18. अच्छा ये पॉइंट में लग रहा है बट इसके आगे 10 raised to 18 लगा हुआ है. So this is also possible in nature. इनको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं 625 इसके आगे फिर 16 zeros. So that's why this charge is also possible in nature. Let us solve one more example. Suppose Q is given as 5 or 6.4 nanocoulomb. So N will be equal to Q by E. Nanocoulomb is 10 raised to minus 6, yeah, divided by E, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 16. अच्छा कूलम यूज कर रहे हैं हम. So unit of charge is coulomb. Unit of charge is coulomb. This is the SI unit. Coulomb. And C लिखते हैं इसका unit. Sometimes smaller units are used like millicoulomb, microcoulomb, nanocoulomb. Picocoulomb भी यूज करते हैं. These are the commonly used unit. और अगर dimensions लिखना है, dimensions of coulomb, it will be current into time. charge is current into time, so it will be written as I into T, because charge is equal to current into time. यहाँ से हम relate कर सकते हैं, dimensions of Coulomb will be I into T. So n by E calculate कर रहे थे हम, Q by E calculate कर रहे थे, that is n, 6.4 into 10 raised to minus 6, and Coulomb, so वो तो cancel out हो जाएगा. This will be 16 4s are 64, 4 into 10 raised to 10. So n is again possible in nature because this is an integer. So here we see the property of quantization of charge. Charge can only exist in multiples of E, and unit of charge is Coulomb. So these were the properties of charges. Charge का unit होता है Coulomb. दो types के charge होते हैं, positive and negative. Positive में repulsion, negative में repulsion, positive और negative में attraction. Then there is a basic unit of charge, that is charge on an electron. इससे छोटा possible charge, इससे छोटा charge possible नहीं है nature में. And quantization of charge, so अगर इससे छोटा charge possible नहीं है, तो charge हमेशा इसके multiple में ही मिलेगा. Wherever you see, charge will always be in multiples of E, and we have devised property of quantization of charge. After this, studying the properties of charge, we must know how the charges interact with each other. So charges interact कैसे करते हैं? For that, we have a single law, which is known as the Coulomb's law. This one law is sufficient to tell you about the nature of charge, direction, magnitude, everything, how they interact with the forces. And Coulomb's law को understand करने के लिए we can do a very basic set of experiment. Simply suppose दो charges लिए, अभी के लिए positive लेते हैं. Positive charges is what they found. If you are taking two charges, so इन दोनों charges के बीच हो रहा है repulsion. Repulsion मतलब अगर दोनों charges को छोड़ दिया, so they will move away from each other. So that means repulsion. Positive charges के बीच forces लग रहे हैं away from each other. Now what they did, this is the distance between them. They took this charge system and they doubled the value of charge on one of the particles. So एक charge पे जब magnitude double किया, so they found out कि दोनों charges पे force double हो रहे हैं. दोनों charges पे force double हो रहे हैं. So this proves that कि जो magnitude of force है, that is equal. Forces are equal on both charges, on both particles, on both the particles. And then, of course, you can do more set of experiments to confirm this. If you triple the charge, the force become 3 times. और दोनों पे force triple हो रहा है. So they concluded कि force is proportional to the product of the charges. Force is directly proportional to the product of the charges. अगर एक charge पे force बढ़ा रहे हैं, तो उसी के multiple में force भी बढ़ रहा है. And after that, they changed the distance. दोनों के बीच का distance change किया. And they found out कि the force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. If this distance is r, they did several experiments and they've got this relation ki force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between the charges. So we are getting this relation, or nature of force repulsive hai, direction is away from each other, and जो magnitude है q1 q2 को proportional है, and 1 upon r square के भी proportional है. तो दोनों को combine करके भी write f is proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square, and this is finally written as F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. What is this? This is magnitude of the force. अभी direction की बात करेंगे. First, we'll talk about magnitude. This is the magnitude of force on one charge. And for some reasons, we'll be discussing about the reason later. This K is written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So ये दो charges जो R distance से separated है उनका magnitude देता है. K was proportionality constant. K is proportionality constant, which I replaced by this term 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This all terms are constant. Epsilon naught is a property of space. Epsilon naught is a property of space, which is known as permittivity of free space. Epsilon naught is known as permittivity of free space. Permittivity of free space. इसकी जो वैल्यू होती है that is equal to 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. और यूनिट यहां से लिख सकते हैं. एप्सिलॉन नॉट का यूनिट क्या हो जाएगा? एप्सिलॉन नॉट इधर ले जाएंगे तो न्यूटन आ जाएगा नीचे, कूलम स्क्वायर पर मीटर स्क्वायर. सो कूलम स्क्वायर पर न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर. और k की वैल्यू अगर एक्सपेरिमेंट से कैलकुलेट करें, सो इट कम्स अप्रोक्सीमेटली एज 9 into 10 raised to 9. और यूनिट क्या हो जाएगा? न्यूटन. मीटर इधर जाएगा, कूलम नीचे आएगा, कूलम स्क्वायर नीचे आएगा. सो न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय कूलम स्क्वायर. इसका जो इनवर्स है यूनिट, दैट विल बी यूनिट ऑफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट. सो k इक्वल्स टू 9 into 10 raised to 9. ये याद रखना इजी है. यूनिट भी you can directly calculate. Newton meter square divided by Coulomb square. So this is Coulomb's law. से जो दो चार्जेस के बीच फोर्स लग रहा है, that is given by this formula. That is given by this formula. अच्छा, if we analyze the force or Coulomb force, then we can write down some property. कूलम फोर्स के लिए हम लिख सकते हैं फर्स्ट इज डायरेक्शन ऑफ द फोर्सेस इज ऑपोजिट, और बिफोर दैट कूलम फोर्सेस ऑलवेज ऑकर इन पेयर. कूलम फोर्सेस ऑकर इन पेयर. दो चार्जेस रहेंगे तभी हम लिख सकते हैं कूलम फोर्सेस. सेकेंड, direction of the Coulomb forces is opposite. If direction of the Coulomb forces is opposite. What I mean by this, अगर एक पिच फोर्स लग रहा है लेफ्ट में, तो दूसरे वाले चार्ज पे फोर्स लगेगा राइट में. Even when attractive, suppose एक पॉजिटिव और एक नेगेटिव चार्ज है, even in this case, if पॉजिटिव वाला नेगेटिव वाले को अट्रैक्ट करेगा, so force will be towards right, नेगेटिव वाले पे force will be towards left. So direction of Coulomb forces is opposite, and magnitude of the forces is equal. Magnitude of the forces is equal. दोनों पे सेम अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स लगेगा. अच्छा, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ फोर्स इक्वल है, डायरेक्शन ऑपोजिट है, सो वी कैन ऑल्सो कॉल इट एन एक्शन रिएक्शन पेयर. सो बिकॉज ये तीनों प्रॉपर्टी ट्रू होल्ड कर रही हैं, वी कैन राइट दैट कूलम फोर्सेस आर always occurring in pair. So action reaction pair. Action reaction pair. And one more property is that कि अगर चार्जेस ऐसे हैं, सपोज Q1 हो गया, इधर Q2 हो गया, तो फोर्स जो है इक्वल अपोजिट ऐसे नहीं लग सकता। यहाँ पे भी तीनों कंडीशन फॉलो हो रहे हैं कि फोर्स इक्वल है, ऑपोजिट है, एंड डायरेक्शन ऑपोजिट है, मैग्नीट्यूड इक्वल है, पेयर में ऑकर कर रहा है, बट ये केस इज नेवर ऑब्जर्व्ड। Okay, this case is not observed. So this is not possible. What actually happens, that Coulomb force acts along the line joining. अगर दो charges हैं Q1 और Q2, so Coulomb forces will act along the line joining. दोनों को join कर दिया, so join करने वाले line के along ही force लगेगी. So they act along the line joining. I'll write it here. This is correct. This is not correct. So Coulomb forces acts along the line joining. These are the properties of Coulomb forces. Acts along the line joining. So these are the properties of Coulomb forces. Coulomb forces हमेशा पेयर में मिलेंगे, डायरेक्शन ऑफ द फोर्सेस ऑपोजिट होगा, मैग्नीट्यूड इक्वल होगा, और दे एक्ट अलोंग द लाइन जॉइनिंग। एंड फोर्स जो है प्रोपोर्शनल होता है चार्ज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द चार्जेस एंड इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस। एंड बिकॉज दिस कंडीशन होल्ड्स, so that is why Coulomb forces are called central forces. Coulomb forces are also, they are central forces because along the line joining force लग रहे हैं। Coulomb force is a central force, because ये condition hold कर इसलिए। Okay, after this we can solve some basic problems. Simple question, suppose दो charges given है, दोनों positive है, एक पे चार्ज है लेट अस से 1 नैनो कूलम और 1 माइक्रो कूलम, दूसरे पे चार्ज है 5 माइक्रो कूलम, and let us say they are separated by some distance, call it, let us say 3 millimeter. So find the force of repulsion, that is the question. Find force of repulsion. Find the force of repulsion. So if we solve this, so पहले तो force लगेगा along the line joining and away. The force will be away. So simple formula से calculate कर सकते हैं, 1/4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square. So 1/4 pi epsilon naught, that is Newton, 9 into 10 raised to 9, and unit भी लिख सकते हैं, Newton meter square by Coulomb square. चार्ज का यूनिट इज यहाँ पे 1 माइक्रो कूलम है, सो इसको 1 into 10 raised to -6 कूलम लिख सकते हैं पहला वाला चार्ज, और दूसरा वाला चार्ज हो जाएगा 5 into 10 raised to -6 डिवाइडेड बाई 3 मिलीमीटर है, सो मीटर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, 3 into 10 raised to -3 का स्क्वायर एंड मीटर स्क्वायर, सो मीटर स्क्वायर कूलम स्क्वायर तो कैंसिल आउट हो गया, एंड इफ यू डू द कैलकुलेशन, ये 9 रह जाएगा यहाँ पे, 10 raised to 9, यहाँ पे 5 into 10 raised to -12 आ जाएगा, this is 3 3s are 9 into 10 raised to -6, 9 and 9 gets cancelled, this will go upwards, so 5 into 10 raised to 9 -12, और -6 ऊपर जाएगा तो +6 हो जाएगा न्यूटन, so this gives me 5 into 10 raised to, अच्छा 15 में से बाहर हो गया, that is 3, 5 into 10 raised to 3 Newton, इसको हम लिख सकते हैं 5 किलो न्यूटन। इतना फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन है बिटवीन दीज टू चार्जेस। Let me give another question. Suppose there are two charges. This time one of them is positive. Value of charge is 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulomb. And the second charge is negative. Charge on this is 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb. So you have to find the forces between these two charges, given the distance between these two charges is 3 millimeter. So solve for this question. We'll use the same Coulomb's law. Direction के लिए I can write the forces are attractive along the line joining. So this will be the direction of force. F force की value हो जाएगी 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So simply 1/4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Like to write the units. अगर units सही नहीं लिखा then you'll know that की final result कुछ different आएगा. 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 3 millimeter. So 3 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square. 9 और ये cancel out हो गया. Then 5 to the 10. Coulomb square is cancelled. Meter square cancelled. Final unit will be Newton. And यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 5 to the 10 हो गया. 10 raised to 9. Then यहाँ पे -5, -3, that is -8. यहाँ पे -3, -6 हो जाएगा, but ऊपर जाएगा तो +6 हो जाएगा. So this will give you 10 into 10 raised to 7 Newton. That is 100 into 10 raised to 6 Newton. जिसको लिख सकते हैं 100 मेगा न्यूटन. So questions ऐसे आ सकते हैं जेई में that the force between these two charges is 10 into 10 raised to n Newton. Find n. Find n. So n की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? It will be 7. Like this questions can come in exam. In the next class, we'll be starting with the principle of superposition. And principle of superposition or Coulomb's law पढ़ने के बाद we can solve a lot of problems which comes in exams.